Dante. My name is Dehga Scott. I am Dene. I am from Yellowknife, but I reside in Calgary, Alberta. I live in Calgary with my family. I have 3 beautiful children and 1 angel. I have always had a passion for birth work and midwifery, I guess you could say, since I was a teenager. When I was about 17 years old, I attended about 4 births in Yellowknife at the time, and they were all teenage mothers. I was able to watch a community come together and support these young mothers as they went through their labor and gave birth to their firstborn children. Within that experience, I learned the importance of having your grandmothers, your aunties, your cousins, your friends be a part of that experience. And I also had been told for many years that my great-grandmother, Josephine, was a traditional midwife in Behchoko, and she carried a lot of knowledge and she helped bring a lot of babies into this world. And after these experiences, when I was a teenager, I knew from that moment on that this is what I wanted to do. I ended up working within the health system for many years and working in the family clinics, and I saw the discrepancies that our health system has towards Indigenous families, and especially when it came to birth. And one thing that really impacted me was when I had my younger cousin come into Yellowknife. She lived in a smaller community and she had to be evacuated to Yellowknife, and she was only 15 and this was her first baby. And I just remember sitting there and being like, this isn't okay. How do you expect a 15-year-old child to give birth to a baby and not have that support and not have that connection to her family? And so while I was in these jobs and working in the medical system, I decided that I needed to go back to school. And so I packed up my family and I went back to school, and my thought process was that I was going to help change policies within our health system. But then this opportunity arose, and I decided that I wanted to create an Indigenous birthwork training program for the Northwest Territories, because in the North, we didn't have a lot of birth support and birth workers in our communities, and there wasn't that continuity of care. So right now I am developing this the Indigenous birthwork training program that is reflectant of the Dene people and the North. I know there's a lot of training programs out there, but they don't reflect our culture and our values and our traditions. Having Indigenous midwives in the North means that our families don't have to travel. Having Indigenous birth workers in our community means that we have that support when a person is pregnant, when the family has their baby, when they're in labor. It also means that we can develop a healthier community. It means that our communities will be supported throughout a very special journey and a sacred journey. And once our families are starting to be supported, our children will start to grow with that support throughout the community and see how we support each other. I strongly believe that our communities will heal